Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. We are officially jumping into our fall DIYs for the season. So let's go ahead and start with this first project using these 3 trays from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to also be using some rub-on transfers from my stash. I did get these off of Amazon, and they're more like a sticker texture than, a true rub-on transfer. But I do love them because of the vibrancy of them, and I just want to do a little something with them. So I'm just taking this first piece right here, and it says, I think I love fall most of all. And I'm not going to take you through each one because if you guys have been with me, you've seen me work with rub-on transfers. You just take the applicator, you put it onto your surface, and you rub, remove that transfer sheet, and voila, you have a beautiful picture. All right, now with this bunny on this tree stump, it was a little too big for that middle piece, but I absolutely wanted to use this one, so I did make an executive decision to cut half of the stump off, which you still can see it. It just wasn't as big as I would have liked, but yeah, it still worked in my favor, so I wasn't mad about it. So what you see I'm doing right here, and one of the things I do like about the thicker rub-on transfers here is that they are a little bit more forgiving than your traditional rub-on transfer. So I was able to move this around a little bit and get it situated how I want it. And then we're just going to stack them one on another. Now look at that raccoon. Isn't he too stinking cute? I think so. I think he's adorable too. I just love the like I said, the vibrancy of these. The colors just pop. They just come through. So once I get that situated, I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue, nothing heavier here. It's not really required. These are this is a very lightweight piece, and I'm just going to stack them up, kind of in a triangle shape, I guess. So once I get them stacked on there, I'm going to go in with some of these very colorful maple leaves. These were also in my stash, but I did get them from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they still have them or some version of them. So, and I think they were like $3.99 or something like that with 40% off when I got them. So, you know, check them out. Sometimes it's a lot cheaper than Dollar Tree. You can get something similar from Dollar Tree, but if I'm not mistaken, with the Dollar Tree ones, they're a lot larger and you get a lot less. And this, I think you get well over 300 pieces in the little satchel, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so next what I'm doing here is I'm just layering a few of them on the bottom of each of the trays, and not too much because I don't want to take away from the actual picture. I just kind of want to enhance it a little bit. Then what I'm doing is, sorry guys, I hope my allergies are not trying to flare up, but I don't know, I'm getting that little tickle, so sorry if you hear a little sniffling or whatever going on and me clear my throat. I apologize in advance. So I'm just going to put a few pieces on. As you guys can see, nothing special. Just wanted to add just a little bit more of those traditional fall colors to this piece. I really love it because I love, like in our last video, I love the blue and the orange and the dark browns too. I think that's a beautiful color combination, but nothing beats the true colors of fall, so when I took out these rub-on transfers, I was like, I already knew what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to capture, and I really love the way this piece turns out. So next, what I'm doing right here is taking a piece of these little scrap greenery leaves that I have, and I'm gonna put them on the side because we're making kind of a stackable pumpkin, if you will. But I just wanted to capture each of these pictures individually, like as if it's in the belly of a pumpkin. I don't know. I really like this. I just love it. So I had a piece of this fabric left over from our previous video we just did, and I wanted to add something to the top of this to kind of hide the peduncle there. And the peduncle is just a piece of scrap wood bark that I had, not bark, but a piece of twig, I guess. It's a little thick. You get them in a satchel, guys. You can find them at Hobby Lobby. They used to carry them at Dollar Tree. They'll probably bring them back this year at Dollar Tree as we progress through the fall season and they start rolling out more items. But you can definitely get these online through Amazon. So I'm just cutting down that scrap fabric piece there that I had. Then I'm going to take one of these pre-tied burlap bows. I think this is not burlap. I think this is a jute twine bow that they kind of knitted together. But I cut the tails off of that, and then I'm going to put that in front of the peduncle first, and then I'm going to put the piece of fabric on top of that. And I just love this. Like, this came out so cute, and it's really tall, guys. I didn't measure it, but I'm thinking it's around about 22 inches, somewhere around there. It's a really tall piece, and I love it. I can't wait to put it up for display. I'm gonna try to hold out for a couple weeks because 1st of September I will start putting up my fall stuff. But you know, it's still almost 100 degrees here in Kansas, so I don't know, but we're gonna see. All right, so next I'm going in with this IOD mold that my sweet friend Kendra from Late Night Creations sent me last year. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This alone makes me want to purchase an IOD mold because the details in it is just stunning. And what you see I'm doing is I'm taking some of my autumn gold rub and buff and I covered the entire pumpkin, and I just love this. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to sit it to the side and just kind of let it dry up a little bit. Even though with rub and buff it does dry pretty quickly, but I didn't want to keep touching it too much because I didn't want fingerprints in it. So we're just going to move on to the second part of this project. And I have this wood frame here, or shadow box, whatever you want to call it, from Michael's. And I got that years ago on clearance. And I think the date on it was like 2022. So once I put that rub and buff on there, put that to the side, and I'm coming back and I wanted to highlight where the leaves and the little tendrils are on this pumpkin and the stump. And I'm going to go in with some Grecian gold. Now, the highlight is going to be very subtle, but in person and at an angle, you'll see it if you squint your eyes a little bit, okay? Haven't had to ask y'all to squint your eyes in a minute. So if you squint a little bit and turn your head to the right, or tilt it to the right, you'll see it. But it's very subtle, but I love it. So once we get that done, I didn't put rub and buff on the inside of this frame because I was afraid that it was going to get on the black background, and I wanted to keep that black background. As you can see, you might can see, I don't know, but there is a little speck there that I'm going to cover up with these leaves. And that's why I'm telling you guys I didn't want to put it on the inside. And you can't really tell unless you're like really up on it, but even if you're up on it, so what? Okay, just roll with it. All right. So once I decide where I want to put the leaves, I'm just going to put just a little bit of hot glue on this. I'm not putting any heavier duty glue here because one, I don't, you know, if I want to reassemble this or take it apart or whatever, it's easier to do by just using hot glue. Then I'm going to take one of these mini cubes from Dollar Tree that my lovely subscribers helped me restash my stash. Replenish my stash. That's the word I was looking for. Replenish my stash. So With that piece, I did add a little bit of Alien's tacky glue here because I want this to be sturdy. If I decide to hang this up, I do not want that pumpkin to fall and break. All right, so I did add just a little bit of Alien's tacky glue there, which again, if I want to reassemble this, it won't be very hard to do because I'm just putting it on the cube. Okay, so we're gonna put that right in the middle, and I love the way that black background just made this pop. Then I'm taking one of these Blessed Words. It comes in a pack, I think of about 8 from Hobby Lobby already in this beautiful copper color, which ties into the leaves. And I just love this. I love this as simple as it is. It is so pretty to me. I cannot wait to put it up. All right, now we're going to move into project number 3. We're taking one of these wood slates from Dollar Tree, as well as the 2 of these flat bamboo sticks that come in a pack of I don't know how many off of Amazon. And at first I was going to paint it in that moss green paint by Waverly, but I changed my mind and decided to go in with the burnt umber paint by Apple Barrel. Now, this is an oldie but goodie. I don't know if you guys remember, back in the day, a few years ago, Dollar Tree came out with these kind of village little houses that had words in them: gather, family, love. I think they had home too. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But digging through my stash, I found these. And I was like, this would be super cute for fall. So all I did here, and I'm not going to take you guys through this torture because it took my brain a minute to figure out what angle to cut these out of, cut those bamboo sticks out of, to make the roofs for these houses. Okay. It was a challenge. So once I get them on there, and they're not perfect by any means, okay, I am just doing a little bit of touch up because they were a little off. But I'm gonna now take this beautiful piece of cardstock that I got from Hobby Lobby, either I think the year before last, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember. But I love that the true fall colors here. And this came out adorable. Again, simple projects throughout the day, guys. Super affordable, super easy, and just cute for fall. Like, just cute. And I'm going in with some Mod Podge, and I'm going in pretty heavy because cardstock is a bit more forgiving than napkins, or even, well, it's about the equivalent to tissue paper. They're both kind of forgiving. You can use more Mod Podge than you normally would. But I went in with a heavy dose of that, and I'm just pressing it out. And then I'm just going to fold it according to the wood block there. Okay? And so once I get that crease in there, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to add some more Mod Podge to this part of it. And like I said, I'm just going to wrap this around, leaving the bottom uncovered because I wanted to make sure that it stays flush. You know, sometimes even if you press paper to it, it still can make it a little uneven, and I didn't want that. So again, I'm just following along the lines of this wood slate, guys, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I left this in. I'm so sorry. I love y'all. Y'all have to remember that, okay? Whenever I do this in editing, just remember how much I love y'all and remember how much you love me, okay? We can't forget that part. So once we get that wrapped around, we're just going to go in with this X-Acto knife and we're going to remove that excess paper. I wanted to try to salvage as much as this cardstock as possible because in case I want to use it again. And I was deliberate in trying to make sure I get a piece, that little pop of green that's in there, just to kind of play towards the houses because we are going to be adding the houses to this piece. So once I get that all cut down, I am just going to just really press it in to try to smooth out as many of the bubbles as I can. But we are going to go in with the mini heat press, and this is just going to add to that. And all this does is basically just reactivates that Mod Podge, and it helps to flatten out your surface a lot better. And with this being such a busy piece of cardstock, you couldn't really tell to begin with that there were bubbles there, but I just love the fact of knowing that, by adding the mini heat press to this, everything was super smooth and it looks like it was intended to be there. I love this. So um, once we do that, now we're going to just go in with the finger sander and we're going to remove whatever excess is left over on our little wood block here. And I love this. You can totally leave this just like this and just put little like knickknacks, little miniatures on it if you want to. I think this is a great way just to elevate a simple little piece if you don't want to do too much decorating. It still says fall in my opinion. So next, what I'm doing with the little houses is I'm adding in some more of those little miniature wood cubes to the back, and these are going to help them to stand. Now what I was going to originally do is put the words kind of behind the little wood piece there, but I didn't like that because I would have had to lower the houses a little bit, and I felt like you wouldn't really be able to see the wording that great. So this is how I decided to remedy that and just go ahead and add those cubes in. And once I get the placement for them, I'm just going to add in hot glue and put them in their place. So what I did was I kind of put them at a curve and I kind of layered them is what I did. So it's subtle, but it's cute. I really like it. Like I don't know. All of the projects are just really simple and cute. I know I've said that already, but I have no other way to to say it. And I started with the middle and then I just worked my way out just to make sure I had full coverage, and I was pretty impressed with myself, guys. I did pretty good. Like I thought it was going to be a little one-sided, but I was like, go May, you did a good job, girl. And once I get that final placement for the last house, that's pretty much it for this project. I did consider adding maybe some Spanish moss to it, but again, I felt like because the lettering was so low on the houses, I was like, let's not do that. But it is something I could definitely do at a later time. So then I had these little miniature pumpkin embellishment pieces that I painted in some pumpkin orange paint by Waverly, and I used my burnt umber apple barrel for the peduncles here, and we're just gonna put these at the peak of each of the houses, like right in the middle of the peak there. I don't know, I don't think that's the gable. Is it called a gable? I don't know, but we're gonna put it right at the top, and I love this. It's so cute, so simple. And there you have it. Gather. We come to gather and give thanks always. All right. And that is it, lovies. We are now entering into the final reveal. If you are still here writing with me, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already done so, lovies, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, because you guys know how much I love to chat with you guys after each and every video, and everything that I ask of you is completely free. All right, I always say those comments, they are never required, they are only desired, because again, it's probably the best part outside of the final reveal. The best part is engaging with you guys after each and every video, you guys sharing your tips and tricks with me, and sharing what you liked about the projects. So definitely do your girl a solid and do all the YouTubey things, okay? It really, really, really helps my channel out with views, with growing subscribers. This is a tough job. But it makes it easy when I can come back and hang out with you guys. So let's grow our family. And if I had a favorite of today, I'm gonna again go with all of them. I love the simplicity of each one of them. They each scream fall to me, and I cannot wait to display them in my home. I hope you guys have been inspired by them to maybe recreate them if you are digging through your stash and you find something similar. go for it. Now you can also do those houses with stickers, and you can cut out some wood pieces as well. All right, and once you like the video, lovies, don't forget to hype the video. Again, this helps my channel out tremendously by doing so. You can find it in the three dots on the top of your device. And if you want to support my channel in other ways by helping me with my crafting supplies, you can do it by going to buymeacoffee.com/craftaway with May. If you can't, I'm just happy to have you here during each and every video. Hugs and kisses. XOXO. Bye.